course, the OB wants to lay it all on the line, but to sit there and tell somebody that, okay, well, there's no reason why you can't go on with your lives, that is like a fucked up thing to say to somebody when they just lost a baby. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Happy holidays to all of those who are celebrating. You have come to my Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry, and this is Us Season 2, Episode 9 review. I was kind of hoping that this episode was going to have more impact on me. I don't know why I was hoping it, but I thought it was going to have more impact on me. But the fact that they told us in the last episode that Kate lost her baby kind of took the sting away from it for me. Okay. So, and I don't know if that was intentional to add something that was going on with Kate to Kevin's story as symbolism, because, you know, Kevin has always felt like he needed to take care of his sister, and at the moment that he needed help the most and he's about to reach out for help, Kate's name is brought back up and to say that she lost the baby. So we don't know if Kevin ever said anything. I doubt if he ever said anything at all. I would have thought that once Randall told him that Kate lost the baby, that'd have been the first thing that Kevin would have did was call his sister, since he did know that Toby was trying to reach out to him earlier in the day. But we didn't see that happen during this episode. Immediately after Randall and Kevin's meet up, they go back to when they were young, and they're trying to get Kate to walk now. And they're like, come on, you could do it. You be just like your brother. You could do it. She's standing, but Kate ain't moving. She's like, I'm not enough to walk. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna stay here. That's all I'm gonna do. And they're trying to be very encouraging. And Becca's like, you know, you could do it. It's just gonna take you a little time. I got faith in you. You know, you're a fighter. She's a fighter. Becca's making all these explanations of why Kate is not able to walk. And it's kind of, when Kate told her before when she was singing that she always made excuses for her, like she couldn't do better. I'm thinking this is where that is going with that conversation. It also shows us the dynamics that Kate had with Becca a little more, like the last episode showed us the tension between Jack and Kevin a little more. Okay, so Kate is in the kitchen taking her little prenatal vitamins, talking to her little budding oven, and she is super excited about this little one coming. And like I said, I started off already hurt because we already know she lost this baby. So I'm like, this is not going to be a good episode. For me emotionally, you know. It didn't go there for me for some reason. But we see that they're going to do, and I think it's because they did this as like a vantage point type of a thing. They went back to the exact same moment and just showed it from the same point of view of Kevin throughout that day. So, and I'm not really a fan of vantage point type of, I'm not really a fan of vantage points, for me, whether it be movies, anything. It just seems like I'm watching the same thing over again. Well, that's what a vantage point is. You're seeing the same thing over again from a different point of view. I don't know why that just doesn't move me. Maybe if there was too many vantage point scenes and not enough of Kate, there was not enough dialogue, or this whole episode was based off of emotion. That's what it was all based off of. Kate goes, as a young child, she goes back, she's listening to her singing, or she's listening to music. And remember I said that she was, I don't know, maybe she was listening to her voice, or she was trying to learn a new song. And we learned in this episode that she was listening to her voice on her Walkman. And the lights go out. When the lights go out, little Louie the dog panics, pees on the floor. So Kate picks him up to go clean him up. Why she didn't clean the pee up off the floor, I'm not sure. But instead she went to go clean the little dog's pee-pee on the couch. Becca goes in, and we heard her ask in the last episode about her getting a list together of the 5 colleges she wants to go through. And Kate is clearly unbothered by the idea. She's like, okay, I'm gonna do it, whatever. She's like, I just want 5, you know. And Kate is like, yeah, I hear you. I got a whole month to decide this. They just juniors in high school. So, you know, she do got a whole month. She got a long time, really. But Katie's trying to be like, it's no big deal whether I pick these colleges out or not. Okay. Current day Kate is at home making a list of questions of what to ask Toby. I mean, she got all a plethora. I don't know why somebody didn't give that woman the what is it called? The Baby and Me book. It's a really thick book that every mama in the world gets as a gift when they find out they're pregnant. No, it was not called Baby and Me. It's like what to expect in the first 5 years, something like that. What to expect when you're expecting. Well, I think I probably still got that book. It's upstairs. I could have sent that to Kate, but it's not on my bookshelf. Oh, okay. Well, so she's going through the list, and Toby comes in and joins her and makes her a green smoothie for her pregnancy. It's very green. He called it the leprechaun shake. It's very green. And while they're going through the list, she realized that she ordered a little bathtub for the baby, and it's on its way. They said it fits most tubs. She's like overthinking everything at this point. So Kate decides to go into the bathroom to go measure the tub. She's like, I gotta go get this tub measured. It's already on the way, Kate. So whether you measure the tub right now or not, it's already on its way. Then also we hear a loud clang, and then she screams for Toby, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Did she fall into the bathtub? She hit her head. Something happened in that bathroom. Then they cut to the scene where they're at the doctor, and you can see their faces and the shock. So like I said, we already know that she lost the baby, so it wasn't shocking to us, but at this moment it was shocking for them. And she's telling them about everything that happened, how soon they could have another kid again. They could try again within 4 weeks, let the body time to understand that it's no longer pregnant. She's going to have a cycle for 14 days. All the tissues been pushed out, so she don't have to have a DNC. A DNC is basically it's similar to an abortion, but they don't have to go in there and clean it out. She doesn't have to do it because her body is naturally flushing it out. Of course, the OB wants to lay it all on the line, but to sit there and tell somebody that, okay, well, there's no reason why you can't go on with your lives, that is like a fucked up thing to say to somebody when they just lost a baby. I don't care how far along in the situation is, 10 weeks, 1 day, if they wanted their baby and, they have reasoned with their own selves that they have a baby on the way, being told, just going with your lives right now, would piss me the hell off. I probably would have went off on the OB at that point. I probably wouldn't have went off. But Toby and Kate, they sit there pretty shell-shocked at this point. Once the doctor realizes, like, okay, y'all need some time, I'm going to let y'all have a moment, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Toby, he was like, she just said we could try again. Kate was like, look, I just want to get dressed. He goes out the room. He's on the other side of the curtain, just like, this is fucked up. That's how Toby is feeling. And Kate is just sitting there like, I'm hoping that she does not try to blame Toby for the loss of this baby, for being happy about the fact that they had this baby, because he was so super excited and he wanted to tell everybody. So I hope that they don't get to that point where, because that can break up a relationship. They really can. Okay, well, back in the day, Kate is going through, back at home, Kate is going through her clothes. Her mom calls or her mom texts and like, hey, what's up with the baby? We need to get the baby update. Let me know what's going on with your ultrasound. I haven't heard from you. Have you missed? I just looked at all my calls, and Kate ignores it. Toby comes in and he's cleaning off the table from earlier. The pregnancy shake is on the table. Her list of questions she wanted to ask, and he takes the tablet and he puts it in the upper drawer. I thought he was going to throw it away, but maybe Toby had hope that they will try again for real, so he just puts the list in the drawer. He is clearly shaken by all this. She's in the bathroom. She didn't put got her clothes on. She putting on makeup on, got her hair done. I was like, what she really going through? That's what I'm thinking. She's going through. And then she looks up at the shower curtain that's down, and we see what happened when she walked to the bathroom. She had a pain in her stomach, and she doubled over and she reached for the curtain for support, and she pulled the rod down, and that's what she screamed for Toby. So that's what we got to see then. She comes out the bathroom all gussied up like, hey, what you think? How you think I look? And Toby say, you a bit overdressed for watching old classic sitcoms and trying not to cry today. We should be grieving. You know, we just had a miscarriage. She's like, I know. I was there. Bye. I gotta go to work. Go to work. He's like, yo, you sure this is what you want to do right now? She said, look, if I don't show up, he'll find somebody else to replace me, so I'm going to work. And he was like, okay, well, let me take you. She'd already got herself an Uber. Boop, it was her. She out the door. I'm like, oh, he said, but damn, can I at least pick you up? So she agreed to let him pick her up. Look, Kate is in her room, and Becca comes in like, she thinks she's going to give her a pep talk about going to school, and she's assuming that Kate hasn't made up her mind what she wants to do. So she's trying to be encouraging as a parent to say, you know what, if you don't know what you want to do right now, that's okay. I know you're not like your brothers. Your brothers have it all figured out already, what they want to do. It's okay to go ahead and just go to school and pick a major later. Just join some liberal arts schools and take some classes until you figure out exactly what your passion is in life. And Kate was like, thanks, Ma. Let me know that you think I ain't got no passion. That I'm a passionless person. Kate and Kevin are real lippy to me as children. They seem to lack a level of respect one would have for their parents. And I don't know if it's a white thing or a black thing, but it was a study I saw one day that they were saying that in white households, or when they compare households, the children are allowed to talk back to the parents. And from that, they saw that the white kids learned how to be assertive and be more control. And these are the type of children who like took over companies and things like that. And the black children were disciplined. They did not ever think about raising up and talking back to their parents. And this taught them how to be worker bees and be submissive in the workforce. I wonder where that article was at. It was like a really interesting article that I had seen before. And because I know it had me thinking before, like, but it gives a different dynamic when you think about the raising of your children. What do you, what they are allowed to get away with when they're children, how that affects them as adults. And like we see in Kate and Kevin's situation, it's almost the opposite. It's like Randall was the one that, you know, well, actually he didn't really take control. He had that good job, but he was scared to speak up at work. They all kind of seem to have the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna find that study one day. So, Kate leaves out the room, and when she leaves out the room, Becca decides to like pick her Walkman up, put it away for her, and she put it down on the desk, and she see all these pamphlets with all this music and everything. And I was thinking when she said that, gee, Mom, I can't believe you don't have no passion. I was thinking, why they don't know that Kate loves to sing? I don't get that. But I guess she didn't want to sing anymore after the talent show back when she was 10, and now she wants to sing again. I'm not sure. But if she's walking around with headphones on all the time, humming, you probably think something going on. I mean, I guess Kate felt like she was invisible to her mom, and she should have known this. So Becca finds like the application to the School of Music in Berkeley, with money attached to the application. She had a demo tape there, and she put the demo tape in, and there's Kate singing, dang, I forgot the name of the song she was singing. Summertime. She's singing Summertime. So now, while the song is playing, Toby walks into the bathroom, and he looks at the shower curtain as well, and he's disgusted. So he decides to pack that baby up and throw it away. Kate is on her job, singing at the gig, and there's a little girl dancing with her mom, and it hits her in the emotional feels. She almost loses focus on the song that she's singing, or she gets through it, and then Toby gets alert that the doggone baby bathtub is on its way. He's like, oh my God, not now. You know, this cannot be happening right now. So back on stage, at the end of the song, Kate rushes out of there. She gets offset. And she's outside. She decides to call Toby to pick her up. And then she changes her mind, so she starts walking. In the meantime, Toby is out there threatening the delivery driver at the distribution center. He's like, look, this is no customer service place. I can't help you, sir. I mean, he like really threatened him. He like, look, man, I'm a big ass dude, and I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be calm. You know, we had a hard day. He went the whole speech about what's going on, but without saying really what's going on. And old boy said, all right, fine. He scanned the package and realized it's still there. It hadn't been on the truck yet, so he allows him in the distribution warehouse. Where they do that at? They don't do that. That man would lose his doggone job. And then when he looked like he appeared to be a delivery driver. So, yeah, they wouldn't let him just walk on up in that warehouse that I know of. But that's what happened on the show. So, Kate finds herself in front of a Chinese food buffet, and it goes in there and loads up. I mean, her plate is like a mountain high of food. She's about to eat her worries away. And I'm like, Kate, girl, put it down. Even if you were not overweight, that is too much food for any one person to consume. Put it down. Push the plate away. And she pushes the plate away. I know I be talking to them, y'all. I be talking to them. So Toby actually is allowed to go through the entire warehouse looking for this package, and he finds nothing. Nothing. He goes out to the car, has himself a little mini breakdown. And while he doing that, the little dude come out with the box like, hey, you said Kate Pearson, right? I got it. Here it is. So Toby calms back down. He's like, okay, cool. He signs for the package and asks, oh boy, you know, did he got a baby at home? He was like, no, but my sister got one on the way. So Toby's like, look, take this. If you like her, or even if you don't, get to anyway. He gave it to the little distro guy. And I think at that point, the guy realizes that they lost the baby. He's like, if something happened, you know, I'm sorry, man, you know. Toby goes to the cafe when it's at 3:30 at the time Kate told him to pick her up, and she ain't there. So he goes into Panic at the Disco, and he calls her. She ain't answering. Then he called Kevin. Kevin ain't answering, and of course we know he don't answer. Kate comes home and sees Toby, and the shower curtain is gone. She's like, what the heck? So Becca called him, and so she finally said, just blurted it out to, you know, I lost the baby. Don't say nothing. I don't feel like talking about it. And hangs up. So she calls Kevin next, and again, voicemail on Kevin. So Toby comes in and he checks her about taking off. You know, I was worried about you. I thought you had something happened to you. You ended up in the hospital. And she was like, I went for a walk. He like, where did you go for a walk? You know, they got to a little argument. She seemed so nonchalant about the fact that of his worry. And then she did exactly what I said. She started blaming him for getting her hopes up about this baby. And she was like, look, this ain't about you. It happened to me in my body. Toby had to put a set it straight. It may have been your body, but it happened to me too. This was my baby as well. You know, this is about us. This is us. So Kate tells her, back in the day, that Kate tells her, Becca, that she didn't tell her about the school, because on top of herself being disappointed, she didn't want to disappoint Becca as well. And Becca said, no, I would have been disappointed for you if you couldn't make it. She said, yeah, I can't tell the difference. I'm still not getting the full dynamic of the Kate and Becca issues. Still not getting the full dynamic of that. It still seems to me, I swear I heard somebody in my upstairs, and only me and my daughter live here, and I'm like, the heck am I hearing? So it seems to me that, like I said, Kate has created this fight between her and Becca. I don't fully understand it. Like in specific scenes, at that point you can see exactly what Kate is saying sometimes, but it's almost like she manufactured this whole issue between her and her mom, because she always felt like she was in competition with her mom. Like from her weight, how pretty she is, how well she sings, you know, something like that. Because Becca even told her, look, I could have helped you, you know, with your audition tape. I thought you did really well. She was like, yeah, I know. I didn't want your help. That's why I didn't tell you, you know. So Becca tell her, look, you know, I never wanted to be like my mama. You know, she was a piece of work. I was trying to be different for my child, but for some reason, me and you still ain't got her. I don't know what it is. She said, but you know what? Kate starts to apologize, and she was like, you know, don't do that. Don't apologize to me. Don't try to make me feel good. It's my job to make you feel good. That's what a parent does. And she said, you know what? I'm going to be waiting open arms for you, to catch you whenever you want to fall into them. And I'm going to still love you, and I'm going to love you. And even if you don't fall into them, I'm still going to love you. I mean, I'm going to love you still. So, Kate is sleeping on the couch, and she wakes up to find that Toby is not there. He left her a note on the bed, said, look, I need some air. Had to get up out of here. Then she get a knock on the door, and she's like, okay, Toby, but you forget your keys. But it's not Toby, it's Becca. She came in, arms wide open, ready for her to fall in. And Kate does, and then she finally has that much needed cry. It was like she was preventing herself from feeling, and at this moment, it all just came out. So they discussed the need to go through the grieving process and to not take blame upon themselves. I mean, because it happens sometimes, and sometimes there's no reason that it happens, it just happens. But of course, you know, Kate has 1,000 reasons why she could have been the reason. And so Becca starts telling her about stories about she didn't even want Jack to see her being sad. It was weeks, like 6 weeks before she even allowed herself to grieve in front of him. And Kate is feeling like she robbed Toby of his happiness. In the end, Becca convinces Kate to talk to Toby. Like, you need to talk to him. Y'all in this together. Y'all need to talk to him. I mean, y'all both deserve a conversation. Back at the hospital, after they get news of what happened to Kevin, Kate watches her parents console each other outside of the window. And it kind of looked like Becca is the one that was consoling Jack, you know? So when Toby walks in the door, and he sees Becca sitting there, and he's like, oh, your mama here. That's a shocker that your mama is here, you know? So he walks in the door, because Becca said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and go out and get me some coffee at the little coffee shop down the street. And he comes in and sits down next to Kate, and then she decides to console him, you know, put his head in her chest. And he's like, you know what, this feel weird as mud. We need to switch up, because this is your thing right here. So they switch up, and now she's controlling him, and they still don't talk. They don't have to talk for real. I mean, it's almost like they have unspoken conversation, because she agreed that she wanted to try again down the road. And he was like, yeah, cool, me too. And he was happy and satisfied with that. Kate goes to the dumpster and gets the shower curtain. They put it back up together. So I guess at this point they are starting again. And they end the episode with Randall holding on to Kate, and they like, let her go, give her some breathing space. I've never seen the dynamic between Randall and Kate, like he was hanging all over Kate. He was always trying to be with Kevin. He wanted a brother. I didn't get that, but yeah, he was hanging all over Kate, and now it's time for him to walk. It was like, okay, and that was the end. I thought that maybe we were gonna get something more, a hint of what Randall's story was gonna be next, but I'm glad they didn't, because like I said, I wish that they hadn't told us that Kate lost that baby in the last episode. And it would have been more dramatic for me if they would have stopped last episode when he walked in the door and said, Randall, I have something to tell you. And then Randall said, I know. And that was it. And that'd have been a cliffhanger for me. And then we would have started this episode off with that same scene, and then Randall would have carried on and say, Kate lost the baby, and then we roll from there. That would have been a lot better. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't really dig into what Randall's story is going to be about. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. I know this is the holidays, and you're spending time with your families. Hoping you're watching this review and recap with them. I try not to cuss too much. And y'all have a great day. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.